You know, I'm gonna level with you. I'm glad you stopped by, June. Run. Get out while you still have hope. Leave while you have a chance. Don't do this to yourself. You don't have to suffer. Run. Run far away and stay safe. Don't do it. But like, no, really, this game opens with the love interest caught in your rusty bear trap. This game is just what the fuck incarnate. I lack the words to convey to you just how, it's like, this dude's an ass. This dude is a total jackass. This is the worst protagonist. Like, villains look at this guy and feel uncomfy. This guy's shit. But like, if you don't care about the contents and you just want to hear my voice, yo, I hope you don't speak English. Walter White trembles at the sight of this, bro. Walter White feels so uncomfy. Walter White be scared. Alrighty. Taking stuff out of my pockets to get more comfy. Cause, you know, professionalism. Never heard of her. She sounds like a bitch. Alright. We'll see you around, June. Take care. And if I don't see you again, have a good one. He is no longer the danger. True. I woke up to the sun shining at an unfamiliar angle through my bedroom window. I checked the time and realized I'd slept in. Not by much, but still weird. Homie went to bed early too. I decided I must have needed the extra sleep. I knew stress could drain the body's energy, and yeah, I'd been stressed over the past couple days. I shouldn't have been. I mean, it's not like it's my fault she didn't know anything about my weird post-apocalypse cabin. I can't even remember what happened last night. I was a mixture of tired and miserable and pissed off at the same time. He blew up on her for not understanding his housework, how his house works. He watched her cook wearing only a towel, and then he's like, yo, what if empathy? And then he decided, I'm gonna teach her how the house works, and I'm not gonna kick her to the curb. Ooh, I just watched it happen in real time. Concurrent viewers -1. Let's go. If I can harness this power, I will be unstoppable. Something about renewable fishies? Yeah, he's got fishies. He keeps them in the house though. They're not like big salmon eating fishies. They're like little nitrate making fishies. But the house smelled amazing again, and my stomach clenched and unclenched in hunger. Ew, gross, you didn't have to mention that. There was nothing, absolutely nothing, to be unhappy about, except for the knowledge that I'm a dick. Another day, another request for early to join the polycule. Get out of here, girly. I know you don't have anywhere to live, but we will adopt you. There's room in the walls. Jade will show you the ropes. Oh, by the way, family says hi, Jade. I got out of bed, got dressed. You slept in your clothes, degenerate. And made my way down the creaky stairs. Probably want to get that fixed. I'm so famous in the Athen family. You are. Something struck me as I reached the bottom step. The chairs were tucked in the table, the blankets were neatly folded on the couch, and I was pretty sure the floor had been swept again. And it all made me feel so much calmer than usual. Wow, you feel better when you don't live in your own literal shit, huh? I never knew how much my home's cleanliness could affect my mood. Okay, so you remember how I was saying this is a good way to teach incels how to not be incels? There you go. That was doing it right. Man.
Morning, sleepyhead. Your breakfast is waiting.
My heart. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my heart. I need that on loop. I need that to play when I turn my alarm off in the morning. Shit. Okay. I turned around. Mallory was stammering. I thought I recovered from yesterday. Mallory was standing extremely close to me. I thought about stepping back, but then I forgot because her cheeks were flushed red, and I was pretty sure mine were too. So, okay. True. You're on to something, Jade. Good morning to you too. First things first, though. I went to grab... Plot twist. He's had COVID this whole time and gives it to her. I'll make banana pancakes. How is she randomly gonna get COVID? I just said it. He's got COVID this whole time. She's gonna get it from him.
Oh, right, of course.
Bro thinks he's living in 28 days later, I'm just saying. She lifted her hair out of the way and let me scan her forehead. The scanner beeped happily. Somehow, I felt even more relieved than the other times I had checked and found her temperature normal. Wow, that is such an awkward sentence.
Wow.
Mallory danced away from me and spun back around. You're too good for this game. Yo. Real talk though. Forget the girl. I need pinups of this food. Oh my gosh. Suddenly, there was a large plate of food under my nose. I grinned.
It isn't much, but I thought it would be good to have a high-calorie meal since we both worked so hard yesterday.
It didn't seem possible, but the breakfast looked even more incredible than the one she'd made yesterday. And you ripped her a new one for screwing up your potatoes. The plate held a rainbow of foods. Sliced red strawberries on a tower of golden pancakes, drizzled with amber syrup. A stir-fry rice with orange and yellow peppers, surrounded by fresh, crisp, glistening greens, and perfectly soft-boiled eggs. Don't forget the avocado. I'm a millennial. Don't forget the avocado. My mouth watered. She's certainly come a long way. No, she was here this whole time. She just didn't know how your stupid fucking house worked. I wonder if she's had a bath. This is a degenerate question. I'm curious about how the water supply is going. No, he made her reuse it. He made her reuse it.
I did use the last of the eggs in your fridge to make this. I hope that's okay. I went out to check the coop for more, but there were none.
Yeah, that's better. I had already grabbed the plate and started eating, 'cause I'm a slob like that. Through a mouthful of pancakes, I mumbled an incoherent reply to her and shook my head up and down. Sometimes it takes them a day or two, but we'll have more eggs soon. Imagine the bath is just filled with multi-day-old bath water. Yeah, basically. She smiled and sat down across from me with her own plate. She ate her breakfast with far more elegance than I ate mine. No duh, you're an animal. We've established this. After we finished breakfast, I gathered up my partial poultry. Why is that so weird? My poultry first aid supplies, so I could clean and rewrap Mallory's leg. My gaze landed on the box of disposable masks tucked at the back of the drawer. Ones I've been wearing each day when medical care. Onion grass is an invasive species? So is Protag. Welcome back. Necessitated getting up close and personal with her. But not when we'd been working outside or in the aquaphonics room, or when she sat next to me on the couch while I played my video game. I slid the drawer shut, deciding not to bother with a mask. The two of us chatted a little while I tended her wound. So, I guess I worked you too hard yesterday, huh?
What makes you say that?
You fell asleep at like 7 o'clock last night. Mallory flushed pink again. She didn't seem sure how to respond. It's okay. You learned a lot yesterday, and learning is hard work. I probably went a little overboard with teaching.
No, but I enjoyed it so much.
It made me really happy to hear her say that. Okay, dipshit, can wait. June says, I found a video of a lady singing about making onion powder from wild onion grass. I liked it a lot. Yo, share. I just realized I didn't even read that. Oh, if it's important, you can rewind. I stood at my desk, waiting for the computer to boot up and connect to the web. Once it did, a number of notifications popped up, chiming cheerily. I followed them to my email inbox. Ugh, who says email inbox? And glanced through my unread messages. One work update, a couple of newsletters, something from a coupon service I didn't remember signing up for, and of course, a bunch of hogwash forwards about the many cures my doctors didn't want me to know about. Why is this a choice? Not really, why is this a choice? Because I pick option C. I have 2,000 unread messages. Bro's a backwash of the coding community. True. I really need a better spam filter. I deleted the new messages and exited out of my email portal. I pulled up a weather forecast. Partly cloudy this morning, with a chance of scattered showers throughout the afternoon and overnight. And it looks like tomorrow's gonna be rainy all day. Oh my gosh, our girl can take a bath. Hooray, the water supply. This guy's an idiot. I feel like a bit of a clump for panicking about No, that's chump. I feel like a bit of a chump for panicking about the water. I look up at Mallory. Maybe there'll be enough water for a luxurious bath after all. She grimaced and then giggled. I should probably do a few things outside though. Getting the basic chores done before the weather turns.
I'll help.
You're too good for this game. I wasn't sure. I could tell she was sore from yesterday, and I was still worried about her leg. Also, why was she so insistent on doing so much? 'Cause this is wish fulfillment fantasy. How about you just keep me company this time?
Oh, alright.
We headed outside. The sunshine was strong, but there was a chill in the air that hadn't been present yesterday. Occasional clouds moved past the sun, casting cold shadows over the garden. A flock of geese passed over us, noisy and energized. They're flying south to escape the coming cold. They probably have their own tropical paradise somewhere, with their own beach houses where they spend all winter sunbathing and drinking margaritas. Just kidding. Geese don't do that stuff. But wouldn't it be nice to go on a vacation like that? To me, that geese don't have beachfront property. Way to be, Jade.
I don't know. I've never been on a vacation.
I frowned, pausing to bend and pull up a stray dandelion poking out of the grass. Maybe someday someone will figure out a way to stop the virus, and you'll be able to go somewhere amazing.
Not by myself, I hope.
Uh-huh. 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 No, definitely not by yourself. Stop talking about the virus. We walked around the property, Mallory humming happily to herself while I puttered about, checking the well, making... The well? You have a well. And you're worried about your water supply? Furthermore, there's a fucking creek right there, dude. Just treat the water. Boil that shit. What virus? How much did I miss out in the 10 minutes? Okay, June, so like, when you boot this game up, it straight up goes, in the beginning, COVID. This game's premise is that it's set in a post-COVID apocalypse. Like, cities, major cities have rolling blackouts. COVID is so bad. And like, oh my gosh. The whole idea is that everyone's all isolated and nobody knows how to socially interact. I swear, some 40-year-old conservative wrote all this. He's super paranoid about COVID, despite being socially isolated beforehand. True, he hadn't seen another human in person for like, what, 4 years? 5 years? He's a real piece of work. So isn't this just a live chat Discord server member simulator? Jude, you have no idea how right you are. You have no idea how right you are. Just imagine you have a really toxic mod that all the other mods are talking about booting, and that's who we're playing as. Pretty soon, Mallory had grabbed a bucket and started pulling weeds too. It was like she couldn't help herself. I shook my head. That's probably enough labor for the day. Let's go in. I need to do some work on my computer.
Oh, not just yet. Please. I'd like to enjoy the fresh air a little while longer before the rain comes.
You're too good for this game. Okay. If you're good, then I'm good. I reached down for another clump of weeds and felt my stomach flip when I saw a big black spider clinging onto the leaves I pulled. I flicked my hand reflexively, which sent the weed and the creepy crawly flying across the garden. Yug. I think that's yug. Stay on the alert for spiders. Is the protagonist the anime girl or who Jonathan is playing as? Unfortunately, the one with my fucking name tag. Oh.
Oh yes, I've already met a few of them. They're so helpful chasing off all the harmful bugs.
Okay, let's get this straight. Sweetie, you've never seen a strawberry. You don't know where meat comes from, but you understand that spiders keep insect populations in control. How bad were your online classes? Of course, Mallory would treat spiders with the same kind of adoration as any cute, cuddly pets deserve. Wow, why is that sentence so weird? We continued pulling weeds together, side by side, and I tried to keep the pace slow and casual. Despite that, despite the heavy clouds moving in, we were both sweating pretty soon. MF should have learned that before COVID even hit in the first place. Well, it's confusing because, like, we've established that Mallory here is 21 and she's only done online schooling. And so, like, I can't shake the feeling that the writers didn't, like, sit down and, like, make a flowchart for the plot. The timeline of this makes no sense. I mean, like, I can get if this is, like, set in 2050, but, like, there's nothing to indicate it's set in 2050. I don't. Because... No, let's do this proper. Hold up. So, we're sitting here. Our protagonist would come to this cabin with his family. So that means there's some back and forth. They're traveling. Presumably by car because he knows about cities and the city is way the freak out there. So were they traveling during COVID apocalypse? Because, I mean, they explained that the city was basically segregated down to where, like, everyone's house had a fence around it. And, like, how is Homie working on the internet? Like, okay, sure, but who needs coding when the world's shut down and there's rolling blackouts? And if all of Mallory's classes were online, I mean, it kind of makes sense that she's got some holes in her knowledge because rolling blackouts, but, like, where does he get all this shit? And then his parents died and he decided that he'd live at the family cabin. And, like, he has the materials and resources to get everything running self-sufficiently, and I can't think he did that when, like, the entire city's shut down. Man, COVID must have sucked for the anime girl. Yeah. Oh yeah. She doesn't want to talk about it. She is very adamant, I don't want to talk about it. And whenever it gives me the chance, I'm like, I'll let it be. But Protag-kun, being like super autism, is like, I see you autistic person saying that's probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm fucking autistic in saying this dude can't read social cues. Dude, stop it. Just stop it. Get some help. I mean, wasn't she super poor and homeless? Well, she's homeless now, that's for sure. Anyway, back to it. We continue, we read this one.
Phew, I am hot.
Yes, you are, but that's besides the point.
I almost want to take my sweater off.
Protag-kun also called her sus when she was stuck in the bear trap. Like, no joke. He's like, you seem pretty sus. I mean, like, I'm not expecting a Tolkien out of this. I'm really not. I just expect dumb, raunchy fun. But, like, if you're bringing this shit up, help me have a through line, yeah? She said this with a giggle, standing up straight to stretch her back and survey the neat-looking garden. Garland? What is it, Christmas? I felt myself blush, embarrassed by the suggestion, and the image in my mind conjured up. And now you're beginning to see why we call him a beta incel, yeah? Yeah. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? I've worn a jacket in 43-degree heat before. I'm sure she can manage a little longer. Option 1 or option 2? On the one hand, I want to do option 1 for content, but on the other hand, I don't want to see what this cringy guy thinks being flirty is. So I literally can go either way. Avoid the subject. Okay. I scratched the end of my nose and fixed my eyes on the compost bin beside her. By the way, good morning, chat box. I'm glad you decided to show up today. A lot of dandelions, huh? Nasty weeds. Did you know you can actually eat the leaves? Oh, my man has the subject matter skills of a champ. You want to take your clothes off? Well, did you know you can eat dandelions? You can eat anything that'll go down your throat, dude. You can eat sand, it doesn't mean you should. She looked down at them in surprise.
I don't know about that. I seem to remember trying to eat one when I was little, and it was disgusting.
Cute. She should attend a cement eating competition. They're only good when the leaves are young. Once they get too old, they turn bitter. Okay, too much work. Like me. I can't. I mean, on one hand, I'm glad he's stopped, like, the borderline abusive behavior. Not borderline. He was being abusive towards her, and I'm glad that shit's done. But I can't. Hug me. It took her a moment to process the joke, but when it clicked, she burst out laughing. Her laugh made me laugh too. My bro, dude man, my homie. It was a sympathy laugh. She didn't think it was funny. We were interrupted when Mallory's stomach decided to let out a high-pitched growl. She stopped laughing and clasped her hands on her stomach.
Sorry. My tummy must be hungry after all that work.
I nibbling on a charging cables? Ooh. That actually reminds me of a story. So, I had a rabbit because pets were really hard growing up. My mom's allergic to both cats and dogs. So, yeah, I eventually got a rabbit. The little Chad chewed through a lamp cable while it was on. Like, cut it in half when it was turned on. Is he electric type? I don't know. He was totally fine too. It was like, I just noticed that the lamp shut off randomly, and then I went over to go see what was going on, and then the bunny ran away. And it's like, shit. My friend's hamster used to give birth every other week, or sometimes the babies would randomly disappear because hamsters sometimes eat their offspring. So about the sweaty anime crowd. Wow, you learn something every day, I guess. Mine is too. And I think I felt a raindrop just now, which is probably our cue to head inside. Do you want to meet me in there? I'll pick some things up to make a strawberry salad. Salad with the dandelions.
Wow, that sounds so delicious. I'll see you in a bit.
I grabbed a bucket off the porch and spent a few minutes in the garden gathering ingredients. A few raindrops pelted me here and there. Quickly I hurried back inside, following Mallory's footsteps. Also, homie's really into feet, like really into feet. By the time we were finished eating lunch, the gray clouds had fully taken over the sky, and rain clung in droplets to the cabin's windows. Well, if we get as much rain as the forecast predicts, the rain barrels sure will be happy.
Those are the big containers on the side of the house.
Yeah, you're getting good at this. Okay, so those are 55-gallon drums, probably. I mean, like, they look like they would be, but they seem small. Point being, oh no, she took one of them. Boo king who. Anywho, it's probably the #1 most important system I have here. The water those 4 barrels can hold can pass a long time, as long as I'm careful with them.
No luxurious baths, no water balloon fights either, I'm guessing. Just basic cleaning, cooking, and drinking, right?
You know what a water balloon fight is? Okay, no, stop. Stop trying to think, stop trying to be rational. Jeez, you make me sound like someone who doesn't know how to have fun. Bro, you do a great job of that yourself, let's be real. You're pretty much right though. But you can't just drink rainwater. It wouldn't be safe. About that creek of yours.
Oh?
The water picks up a lot of things before it makes its way into the barrel. Pollution from the air, chemicals, dirt, and bird droppings from the roof.
Ew.
Haha, yeah, it's gross. So I add chemicals to the water and filter it to make it clean and safe. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. Good night, chat. Good night, June. Thanks a lot for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Way cool of you. Take it easy. Rest well. Have a good one. See you around. I'll have to show you how all this stuff works. Cleaning the water using the spigots. Is that how you spell it? I thought it was spigots. Huh. Go figure. She turned her head to look me right in the eyes, and I made a mess in my pants. This game's driving me to heavy drinking.
You're really smart. I like hearing about all the systems you use here.
But like, yo, learning is fun. Learning is cool. My cheeks burned under the shock of her beautiful gaze and the admiration I saw in her eyes. I nodded, not knowing what else to say. After that conversation, I went to check on the solar batteries. They were full, which was good. The power they'd banked would last us a few days if necessary. Then the two of us settled down in the living room. I worked at my computer while Mallory gently explored my things and eventually nestled into the couch with a book to flip through. It was oddly effortless, the silence and comfort that filled the room, although it was the afternoon. Gradually, the sky darkened, and so did the interior of the cabin. It was probably long past time for a break when Mallory closed her book and stood up, teetering just a little bit on her bad leg.
Can I make us some tea?
That's never something you should ask. It should be a given. But we all know what this guy wants. I leaned back in my chair. That sounds like a very good idea. Yes, please. She meandered into the kitchen and put the kettle on to boil. I stood up and went to the utility room so I could switch off the inverter. There likely wouldn't be any more sunlight for the next while, so I decided to reduce the load on the solar batteries and only run on DC power for the rest of the night. I heard something coming from the kitchen, like a small, stiff cough. Oh no. I listened hard to see if the cough would come again, but it didn't. She's probably just clearing her throat. Seasons don't fear the reaper. Come on, bro. I came back into the kitchen and took a seat at the table. Mallory brought over 2 steaming mugs and set them down.
Honey?
Yes, dear. Okay, that is actually cute. That is actually cute. We both froze. I felt my cheeks suddenly warm. Why did you say that? Screamed my brain.
I meant honey for your tea?
Protag being a butt aside, no, really cute. It's a fun joke. It's a good joke. Yep, you did. I felt like such an idiot. The reply had flown from my mouth before I even had a chance to think about it. Okay, I said to myself, now salvage this. Don't try and forcibly salvage shit. Just let it be awkward, and you'll get through it. You're okay. And I was saying, yes, I'll have honey for my tea, and then I was rudely interrupted mid-through by a deer that definitely exists and totally ran past the window. Okay, so like when you do that shit, ironically, it's great. But like, you need the sarcasm to be there, otherwise it's just no. Just no. Mallory laughed, but it was a "you're cute" kind of laugh, not a "I'm laughing at you" kind of laugh. So I felt better. Welcome back, Jade. There was actually a cute moment. Actually a cute moment. I'll run you through it real quick. Jump scare warning. She got his almighty permission to make some tea. And then she asked, "Honey," and he said, "Yes, dear." And then it was awkward. Bro probably fumbled. He fumbled after. It was actually good for a little bit there, and then he's like, "I'm gonna try way too hard to be cool." And no. When things get awkward, just accept that they're awkward, embrace it, and move forward. After bringing over the honey and some spoons, Mallory sat by me and picked up her mug. She took a drink and made a strange little noise in her throat. Still saying you can't have a square without 4 people? I have no idea what you mean.
Ooh, I just burned my tongue.
See, that's why I always let mine cool down a bit. That's why I always let mine cool down for a minute or 2. This.
I couldn't do that. It smelled too delicious to wait.
Cute. I got up and poured her a glass of cold water, and then she felt guilty because she's using water. Here, this'll help. Orange Lady Bayonetta and I are a triangle without our last side. You will be a square. I believe in you.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Please don't. After taking a few sips of water, she set down her glass and looked at me with a sad, soft smile.
So, why would someone as nice as you feel the need to set bear traps right in front of their home?
'Cause he's not nice. Come on. He isn't nice. The question caught me by surprise. I didn't know she'd even been thinking about that. Of course, it seemed obvious now. She acted far too chipper and unconcerned when the accident happened. She must have been holding back and just now feeling safe enough to question why she'd been hurt in the first place. Which is fair. I nodded slowly, realizing I am in fact an asshole. Well, I don't know who this nice person is you're talking about, but I can tell you I have traps set up around my house. It's all because of Lola. Lola's the new Kevin. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, is that a stalker ex-girlfriend? Do you have to defend your property from a lot of girls?
That was actually good. That was actually good. Bro is scared about an overly sexualized bunny from the 90s. True, though. Haha, no, it's nothing like that. I paused to take a sip of tea, taking care to blow on it a few times before drinking. For some reason, I couldn't quite look at Mallory then. Though I could see from the corner of my eyes she was listening intently. My gosh, we're gonna get bro's tragic villain backstory. He fucked a dog. Don't have those. Don't have those kind of relationships with your pets. You'll grow up to be this guy. The only mission is life. True. Okay. Okay. Lola was my best friend. My beautiful Bernese mountain dog. She was the family pet, really. But me and her, we had a special bond. I tried. I did my best not to be degenerate. Bro's fucking his dog. I can't. I can't. This stream's too good. We got our -1 viewers. You fucked a dog. After my parents passed away, Lola and I took care of each other. She was a hard worker. She was by my side always, finding little ways to help me out. And she said, "Rut-row-row raganist rune." You definitely would have loved her. She had one brown eye and one blue eye, and her heart was made of gold. I was gonna make a recycling joke, but I'm not going to. Mallory nodded softly, wrapping her hands around her mug of tea. One fall evening, I was inside working on the computer, and Lola was outside on the deck, just enjoying the cold Bernese mountain dogs are, as their name implies, mountain dogs. And they're made to be out in the snow. She loved the snow. The deeper the better. But it hadn't snowed yet that year. A surge of emotion came over me for the first time in a decade. I had never told anyone the story before because I'm a fucking loner. I needed to pause, drink more tea to stop myself from caving to the sorrow. That's so weird. Why are these sentences so weird? Lola started barking and I ignored her. Because she was always barking at squirrels and birds and things, thinking she was protecting our territory. Heh, what a silly dog. But this time it wasn't a squirrel or a bird. I actually don't even know for sure what it was. But the tracks I found later looked like they might have been from might have come from a grizzly. Mallory gasped and held her hands up to her face. I felt like if I stopped, I wouldn't be able to start again, so I just kept going. When I realized how urgent her barking was, I ran outside, but she was already gone. That eerie silence is something I'll never forget. I searched for her all night and all the next day. I never found her. Just tracks and some blood and fur. I don't even know if a bear gobbled her up and took her, or if she went chasing after it or what. I just know I've never been so angry in my whole life. I was already dealing with the pain of losing my parents, and now Lola was gone too. After that, I pulled out all my family's old traps from the shed and set them up around the house. It was too little too late, but I needed to feel like I was doing something. It never occurred to me that a human might get hurt in one, and I'm really, really sorry that you did. I looked up to see Mallory nodding vigorously, wiping tears from her eyes.
I don't fault you at all for what happened to my leg.
I do.
I was the one who trespassed in the dead of night.
I don't know if I should feel bad. That motherfucker fucked his dog. Yeah, that's true. See? Don't feel bad. He screwed a dog. She let out a short laugh through her tears, sniffling. I got out of my chair again to find her some tissues. And when I handed them to her, I found myself giving her narrow shoulder a squeeze.
I'm so sorry about Lola. That's a heartbreaking story.
I mean... Okay, I'm gonna stop. But on the inside, I said it. Sorry I made you cry. Bad response.
No. I'm glad you shared that with me.
The voice and the face don't match. For a moment I wondered if this was it. The moment she would start to open up and share her story with me too. Why had she been outside my house in the middle of nowhere, in the rain, night, all alone? Maybe I should encourage her. Yeah, she's already very emotionally stable. So that sounds like the perfect opportunity to push her to talk about her trauma. It's like, I talked about my abuse during Alice, so dear chat, don't you want to talk about what you've been through? Fuck. Okay, it's your turn, because I'm an ass.
What for?
Tell me something about you. Something real, like maybe what brought you here. A look of discomfort crossed her face. She still didn't want to tell me. No shit, Sherlock. Or if you're not ready to talk about that, maybe you can tell me something else. Something more light, please? I hardly know anything about you. That's what you should have started with. What you... Okay. You got an opinion over emails, but it's not peer pressure. Man.
What do you want to know?
Option one. Tell me something about how you grew up. A happy moment or favorite memory. She pressed a finger to her lips, thinking hard.
My favorite memory? Building pillow forts with my sister, and playing make-believe that we were airship captains flying through the clouds.
Someone's a Final Fantasy fan.
We lived at the top of the tallest building on our street, which is probably what inspired our game. I remember we had this old pair of binoculars. They weren't good or anything, but we used to look up at the night sky through them and pretend we were looking into other galaxies.
Space is super cool. I approve. She giggled.
I always loved the night sky. All the stars and planets and satellites. We actually lived really close to the planetarium, and it was always my dream to go there and see a show. But it got closed down when I was just a baby. My mom would always tell me that someday the planetarium would open again. And I just had to be patient. I guess I never really stopped waiting.
She gave me a sad smile. Hey, I think I've been to that planetarium. I would have been really small, so I don't remember a lot. But that's kind of cool, right? Is it? Is it? But you know, we could totally go stargazing here. In the mountains, there's nothing like it. She looked away, cheeks flushing pink. She wiped her eyes and shrugged.
Anyway, I should probably let you get back to work now.
I'm happy for you, Jade. The last thing I wanted to do was go back to work. I gave her a little poke just for suggesting it.
Don't do that. I'm super ticklish.
Okay. Oh, are you? I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I poke her again, gently wiggling my fingers. She twisted in her seat, laughing, her eyes lighting up. Why is this game? Her laugh was beautiful. She squealed and kicked her feet as I tickled her sides. A playful attempt at retaliation sent her slipping off her chair, but I easily caught her with my strong, rippling man muscles. And suddenly it was like our arms were around each other. We sat there on the floor, both of us laughing through our breathlessness. It was amazing. And then it was a little awkward. Embrace it. I withdrew my arms and got to my feet and held her up. We stood there for a moment, just looking at each other. Yep. I have an idea. Let me treat you to a special dinner tonight.
A special dinner. Ooh, and what would that be?
Top ramen, my favorite. Let's go. Shit never expires, I swear. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Give me a minute. I thought about what sort of meal I can make from things I had in the kitchen or pantry. Truthfully, I wasn't a very good cook. And you're mad at her for screwing up? Okay. I mean, I could throw together a salad or a sandwich, but that really wouldn't be special enough. Or at all. Girlie and I could cook so well together. I really need to get cooking again. I need to be cooking. I'm guilty. Anyway, a thought sprang to my mind. In the pantry was a very old bottle of red wine. I didn't know if it was fancy or even good wine, but it was the only bottle of booze I had in the house. Because of that, I valued it highly. Oh, speaking of your parents sucking eggs, you really need to see if you can download a thing from Steam on that PC and then just uninstall. Do it when no one's home or everyone's asleep or something. Originally, I intended to save it for a special occasion, specifically for the day the virus was cured. That bottle had been sitting on the shelf for many years. The hopeful note I had attached to it to celebrate the cure, faded and dusty. Could I open it now? Should I open it now? Yeah, I mean, just to check if it's your Lappy or your Steam account, you know? Right. No, it was special. Really special and meant for that day. That day might not come. Homie, you're talking to a girl for the first time in your life. You're... Fucked a dog joke counter. Wine is meant to be shared, my brain reminded me. Stop talking about your fucking brain, dude. It's weird. What the hell I'd do? I'd share that wine with Mallory. I swished my hand through the air and gave my best pompous butler impersonation. A most decent helping of popped corn with a truffle oil and adult beverages. True, Jade. Spitting facts on this loser. Let's go. Mallory stared at me and tossed her head back in laughter.
Dinner is popcorn and nondescript alcohol? That sounds fantastic.
That was a good line read. While I had the popcorn going, I asked Mallory to go look for the truffle oil in the cellar. You know the fucking cellar? Where?
I'm back. I think this is the right one.
She turned the bottle for me to read the label, scribbled in my own sloppy, jiffy marker. Writing were the words, "The good stuff." I nodded and motioned with my chin to show her where to find the wine glasses and bowls.
So you made this truffle oil yourself?
Yeah, it's not too hard once you get the hang of it. The first batches I ever made were terrible, though. Lots of trial and error before I landed on the right mixture of ingredients and timing. She brought out a large bowl from the cupboard and placed it beside me for the popcorn.
Wow, that's so cool. I think it's incredible that you've learned to do all these things.
All I'm saying is SAO would be done by now. That's just how it goes when you live on your own. If you'd like, I can teach you. While reaching up to grab the wine glasses, she cocked her head curiously at me.
You would want to teach me?
Of course, you're good company, and it might be fun to show you how these things work. She smiled at me and took the wine glasses over to the living room, dusting them off with her sweater as she walked. The popcorn was almost ready. Settling into the couch to watch a movie on my computer felt very different. Having a beautiful girl beside me. Ugh. The same one who, only a few minutes later, was on the verge of tears. Earlier. Blah. We're only doing one chapter today, I swear. I was happy that I could cheer her up, if only for a little while. She seems much happier with the distraction of popcorn in a movie.
Oh my goodness, this wine is the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life.
What Jade said. Her cheeks began to turn rosy after the first sip. It made me happy seeing her like this. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Wait, what did I say? You said, and I quote, "Bro, you can make someone love you without needing them to be intoxicated." Damn. And I was glad that I could share a small gift with someone. What sort of movie would you like to watch in our post-COVID apocalypse?
How about something with action? And romance? Oh, and some comedy too.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with Shanghai Noon. Yeah. Haha, that's a tall order. Let me see what I can find. It wasn't long before we both relaxed and let ourselves be absorbed into the movie. It was a strange story about a girl from the moon who fell in love with a human. Then they had to overcome their differences in order to realize they were destined to be together. Protag couldn't be like, it's just like us for reals though. Skip the movie, we're going for shows, baby. There was also a moon cat that would bust out wisecracks every 10 minutes. It had Mallory rolling with laughter, as I expected. Yeah. You do you, Jane. As long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. Okay.
This cat, I can't believe some of the things he says.
Right. Her laughter was infectious and soon had me joining in. Hold on. Oi. Cut it out. Despite the subpar humor of the movie. Did you just say she has bad taste in humor?
I haven't laughed like this in so long. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts from laughing.
Clumsily, I spilled a bit of wine on my pajama pants. The scotch had landed right on my, well, we know. The sight of it only made us roar with more laughter. It may have been the wine causing us to act so funny, but it may have just been that we were long overdue for a good, honest laugh. Being like this with her made me feel like my old self, or rather, like the person I might have been had my circumstances not forced me to become a young hermit. His half-incher. Oh. The British cat is using freedom units. You know it's bad. I wondered when we would. I wondered when we had started sitting so close to each other. I supposed it was so that we could share the bowl of popcorn without having to reach. But in fact, Mallory was so close to me that I could feel the heat radiating off her thigh beside my hand. Not saying that shit. To my surprise, she didn't recoil. So there my hand sat for the remainder of the movie, too nervous to move either way. Beta! At one point, I noticed her hand fell to her lap. It was resting in a way that seemed uncomfortable, with her palm facing upwards. It was honestly quite distracting. Beta. Before I could figure out if she had left it there for me or not, the movie ended. I missed my chance. Beta!
I really enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching with me.
Oh, Jade. This game's bringing out the best in you. Parts of it were entertaining, definitely. Like that bizarre turtle and a top hat.
That's right. And how we saved them from that lizard beast was so insane.
Right. We sat together for another minute, reciting the ridiculousness of the story we had just experienced. All the windows were dark now, and Mallory looked exhausted. I felt pretty tired too. I guess I should get off your bed and let you have some sleep.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's not like you had much of a choice.
Definitely.
A little reluctantly, I left Mallory on the couch and climbed up the stairs to my bedroom. As I settled into bed, I felt a strange mix of happiness and loneliness. Two feelings I hadn't felt or allowed myself to feel in a long, long time. Mostly the latter. Right. I mean, it comes down to what she feels, but like, at least can offer. It's your fault she's there. I'm sorry you don't get to boink your dog anymore, but like, yo. You blamed her. The pain of losing my family had been too much to bear. And so my heart had shut off and I just existed, going through the motions, waiting endlessly for nothing in particular. Yeah. She needs comfort, OMG. Right. Now I was rediscovering myself, relearning what it meant to be human. And it was all because of Mallory. I met a girl named Maria. And then, as though she had known I was thinking about her, Mallory called up to me.
Sweet dreams.
It's a fucking AI. Oh, bro, as if Facebook became sentient. He probably looks like Bacchus. He looks worse than Bacchus. You too, get a good night's sleep. I yawned and nestled deeper into my pillow. Before I could remember what I had been thinking about, I was fast asleep. And drunk.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Another thing I need to clip. God damn it. Alright, that does it for today. I can't keep going like this. These chapters have been getting longer. I can't. I am just a himbo. I am just one himbo. I do so much. I need to be careful about the dairy. My forehead looks so. Anywho, we had a few people show up. I appreciate that. Jade, thank you for your awesome participation. Everyone who popped in, June and any lurkers, thank you so much. I appreciate it. VOD watchers, I love you. Stay safe and be careful. Bye, Jono. Forge Lady wants me to forge with her. Yo, do it. Do it. Minus people. Alright. Calling it. We're continuing this to tomorrow and something special on Sunday. Everything should still be in order. Sunday's gonna be fun. I got plans for Sunday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Alright. See you around. Take it easy. Have a good one. End card.